Hey everyone, it's April from Well Life Yoga and Health. Welcome back to my channel. So today for you, I have 3 ways to open your hip flexors, these muscles here, to really get them a little more unstuck quicker. So stay tuned and I'll see you on the yoga mat. That being said, if you would please subscribe to my channel, make sure to click that little bell icon. You will be notified every single week when I have a new video available for you. All right, so the first movement that I would like to go over with you is a pigeon pose with some dynamic movement added in. So you'll come forward into your tabletop position, bring the right knee first over to the right wrist, and then that foot's gonna go across to the opposite side. Start to come all the way down. So if all the way down is here for you, that's fine. If it's more like here on the ground, that's fine as well. If you need some blocks to bring your hands next to your hips, go ahead and grab some for that. Otherwise, we're going to take our back toes, we're going to tuck them under, and then we're going to take our hands or our hands on our blocks, and we're going to press up, lower down. Press up, lower down, and fully release your hands when you let down. Press up, let down, press up, let down, press up, let down. Untuck the toes, inhale, arms lift up, send the gaze up and back, and then go ahead and bring the hands back down. So I would say do that about 10 times per side, and then we bring our knee back, and then we make sure to do the other side. So left knee to left wrist, foot crawls across about a 45-degree angle here with our shin. Back foot crawls us as far back as our hips feel comfortable going. Hands next to the hips, toes tucked under in the back. We lift up, lower down. So you're using your muscles here. As you're lifting, you're using that quad and hip flexor. Lower down, lift up, lower down, lift up, lower down. Once we do that last one, untuck the toes, lift the arms up, making sure you're square with the hips. So if you need a block under here, so you're not leaning off to the side, you'll want a block. Arms up, gaze up and back, breathing here. And then hands plant back down, bring that knee back forward. You'll want to do that movement about 3 sets, so 10 times each set. Take a break, maybe a little bit of child's pose, maybe just sitting here on the heels, and then moving into the next set. You can do up to 4 sets total. So this is like an accessory movement to your normal yoga practice. And the next move is going to be a high lunge to low lunge. Coming up first, either into your downward facing dog, lifting the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Knee comes to the nose. Plant the right foot in between the hands and widen your stance. So your right foot's gonna go out a little bit more. Your left foot's gonna go out a little bit more. So they're about hip width apart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Breathe here in this high lunge. So we're nice and active here. We're not just chilling out with our knee, we're actually engaging that quadricep, engaging that hip flexor, and pressing actively through that back heel. From here, we'll start to bend in the knee, lowering down, come back up, lower down, come up, down, and up. We'll do 5 just for this set. Down, up, down, up. Plant the palms. Step back into a downward dog. You can always do this coming from the top of your mat as well, but I prefer to get a little bit of a yoga flow in on top of it. Downward facing dog. And then inhale, left leg high. So always doing both sides. Knee towards the nose, round the spine. Left foot plants off to the side. Maybe heel toe the left foot out a little bit more. Widen that right foot. Inhale, arms sweep up. Finding that high lunge, make sure you're nice and wide with the feet, so that way you're not finding some balance issues. Lower the knee down, come up, down, up, down, up. 2 more, down, up. Last one, down, and up. Go ahead and step to the top of the mat. Take a breath. So for that movement, you'll want to do between 3 and 4 sets again, but within your sets, you'll want to do starting maybe at 5 reps, because it can be a little intense, and maybe moving up to 10 eventually. So week 1 might look like doing 5 reps, 3 sets. Then the next week might look like doing 6 or 7 or 8 reps for 3 sets. And then so on and so forth. Each week you add more until you get to 10. From there, once you get to 3 sets of 10, then you can do 4 sets and maybe lower the reps. So 3 sets of 10 is about 30 total. If you wanted to do 4 sets, you could divide that by the 30, or maybe 32, since that's an even number that divides by 4. And then you would do 8 reps to start, and then work back up to the 10 with that 4 set. The last one is going to be Warrior 2 to Skandasana. So we'll start this time at the top of the mat, just so you have an example. Feet hip-width apart, starting in Tadasana, mountain pose. Step the left foot back and parallel to the back of the mat. So see how I have a lot of width here. A lot of people like to step back and they're only like here, nice and shallow, but you really want to have at least 2 to 3 feet, more like 3 feet depending on how tall you are. Could be a little bit more if you're taller. And then bending in that front knee. So now here, I'm opening the inside of the thigh and the hip flexor, but not quite the full hip flexor. So we will start in this Warrior 2 position, and then we're going to bring the hands to the heart. So just straighten in the front leg, turn the back toes out as we lower down, and coming into your Skandasana. Maybe hands go forward, maybe hands are on the ground. Press back up, Warrior 2. So that way we're working this hip flexor and really getting it warmed up. And you can even do them in a different order. It's all up to you. Let's do 5 total. That's 2. Come back up. Lower down for 3. Come up. Lower down. That's 4. Come up. And lower down for 5. Come back up. Bring that back foot forward. Feet come hip width apart again. Hands can come at the heart. Take a breath. Exhale, let it out. Hands forward, Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, stepping the right foot back and parallel. Remember, make sure it's nice and wide. Bend in that front knee. Open the arms out into your Warrior 2 position. Gaze is always over the front fingers. And then hands come to the heart. Turn the back toes out towards the back, lower down. Maybe your heel rises a little bit, that's okay. Press back through that back foot. Come back up into your Warrior 2. Let's do 4 more. Lower down, make sure to breathe. Come up, down, and up. 2 more, down, and up. Make sure you catch your balance. And down, last one. And up, Warrior 2. All right, stepping forward. And so those are the 3 ways to get your hip flexors a little more open, especially that number 2. That one's really gonna work those muscles. It's gonna get them nice and warm, and you're gonna be primed and ready to actually stretch the hip flexors at that point. So warming them up first, then stretching them. You're gonna have open hip flexors in no time, and you're going to be so happy that you're not always like this. Tight and sitting and stuck in this position, having lower back pain. You will start to feel a little bit less lower back pain as you go, as long as you stay consistent, and I wish you the very best. Thank you for joining me here in this little tutorial, and I hope to see you again soon. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, share this video, and if you really liked a particular method that I showed you, let me know. I would love to know how it works for you and if you are getting the results that you really are looking for. All right, everyone, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.